Hello and welcome back. In this video, we will solve the LeetCode problem of valid anagram. Okay, what exactly is the problem statement here? Given two strings s and t, return true if t is an anagram of s and false otherwise. So what exactly is an anagram? Here, as you can see, an anagram is a word or phrase formed by rearranging the letters of a different word or phrase using all the original letters exactly once. Okay, so basically here is our example here. So we are having anagram, so anagram, and here nagram. Basically, so these two are anagram. Why is that? So let's find out here. So here we are having, let's see, we are having a, then n, a, g, r, a, m. Okay, and in the next one, n, a, g, r, a, m. So here, let's go here. N A G R A M. So I am certainly missing something. So N A G A R A M. Okay, so here it is. So G A R A M. So these two are anagram. Why is that? So because here let's count the number of characters in each of these strings. So here if we count a, so in the first string we are having this one. So we are having this one. So this is the a. Then this is another one and this is another one. So we are having 3 a's here. So let's count here as well. So here we are having 1, 2 and 3 a's here as well. Okay, so a is 3. Then n, it can be, so here is 1n and here is 1n here. So the n is 1. Okay, then let's do g. So g is basically, here is 1g and here is another g. So g is 1 as well. Okay, and then we are having r. So r, so r here, as you can see, this is 1r and this is 1r as well. So here is 1 and we have m. Okay, so let me just move it down here. We are having m. So m here is here 1 and 1. So the number of m is 1. Okay, so 1. So as you can see, all of the distinct characters are appearing the same number of times in both of these strings, and that is why they are anagram. Okay, so now let's see how we can solve this problem. So here we go. So we have understood what exactly is the anagram. So how we can solve the problem here? First of all, we have to check the length. Okay, length of the s and length of the t string. Basically, if they do not match, okay, if they do not match, then we can return false, because to be the anagram, the length has to be the same for both of the strings. Okay, so this is one of the checks which we have to do first of all. Then what we can do, basically here we can add the hash maps. Okay, so here we will add the hash map here. So one hash map for the s map, basically for the s string, one hash map for the s string here, s map. Okay, that will be empty, and one for the t map. Okay, the t string, that will be empty by default as well. Okay. All right. So now, as you can see here, we are having these hash maps here, right? Then what we can do, we can go through only one of the strings currently right now. So we will add a for loop for the basically the IDX, the index in the range of the S basically. So the IDX in S. So I will write it down inside of the Python way as well. And now what we will do, quite simple. So what exactly just we did before, right? So here we just counted all of the number of occurrences for all of the characters here. We will do the same thing here. Okay. So for the S string, we will count the number of occurrences of each character. For the T string, so S string, we will count the number of occurrences for each of the characters. Okay. And we will basically, for the S string, we will basically map it down here. So for example, A is 3 times there inside of our string. So A will be 3, something like that. And in the T string as well, A is 3 here. Okay. And we will map all of the characters inside of this hash maps for both of the strings S and T. And at the end, we will return what? We will return and we will check if the S map is equals to the T map. If both of the hash maps are equal, that means all of the characters inside of the S string is occurring the same time inside of the T string as well, right? And this is basically our solution here. Okay. So here, let's talk about the time and the space complexity here. So what exactly is the time complexity? Okay, all right. So the time complexity, that will be basically big O of S plus T, where S is the number of characters in the S string and T is the number of characters in the T string. Okay, all right. And what exactly will be the space complexity? The space complexity will be big O of n. Okay, all right. Or here we can just do something like n as well, because what we can represent by the n, we can represent the number of characters both in the S and the T string. Okay, basically the total number of characters which we have to go through. All right. And the space complexity will be big O of n. Why is that? Because we are creating the hash maps here, right? We are creating these two hash maps here. That is why we are having the time and the space complexity, something like this. All right. Now, for example, your interviewer might ask like, hey, you do not want to use the extra space. So how you can do that in that regard? Then what you can do, you can just sort the strings, the S string and the T string. And we can return if the sorted version of the S string is equals to the sorted version of the T string. Okay. And in that way, we do not have to worry about any sort of like extra allocated space there. But there, if we sort our input strings basically, then the time complexity there, so time complexity that will be big O of n log n. Okay, because for the sorting. Okay, and in that case, space complexity that will be big O of 1. We are not allocating any extra space. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so now let's go to our code editor, basically on the LeetCode, and code it up there. Okay, so all right, we are now inside of the LeetCode, and first of all, let's check if the length of the S string is not equals to the length of the T string, basically, right? If that is the case, then there is no chance that we are getting an anagram. So return false in that case. Okay. All right. Then we have to create our two different hash maps. So S map equals to the empty hash map, and T map equals to the empty hash map here as well. All right, and now for IDX index in range, okay, in range of length of S, or we can do length of T as well, because if we are getting past this check, that means the length of S and length of T is the same. All right, and then what we can do, we can basically push up all of the elements here with their corresponding counts. Okay, so S map of the S with the ith index, basically the index. Okay, so here we are basically setting the key of the S map, where the key is the individual characters inside of the S string. And what we can do, we have to add the count here. So in Python, what we can do something like this. Okay, so 1. So by default, that will be 1. And then what we can do, we can just get the previous value. So how we can get the previous value if that was present inside of our hash map? So S map dot get, okay, S of IDX, okay, and by default that will be 0. Okay, in case if we are encountering our character for the first time, then this total thing will be 0. Okay, all right, if that is not the case, then this particular expression will fetch the count of the string which we have stored before. Okay, in case if you do not know what exactly the get function does, I have a dedicated video on my channel as well. So similarly, we have to construct our T map as well. So T underscore map of the T of IDX, basically all of the characters in the T string basically equals to, once again, 1 plus T underscore map dot get, then T of IDX comma 0. All right, and then after all of that, what we can do, we can just return S map double equals to T map. All right, so basically we are checking if the S map, which is this S hash map, is equals to the T map. That means all of the characters have occurred the same time inside of the S and the T string, right? All right, so if I just do that and run the program right now, as you can see, both of the cases are passed here, and we can submit it here as well. Okay, if we do that, then as you can see, it is quite efficient as well. Okay, all right, so this is our solution here. Okay, and in case if the interviewer asks you just to not use anything, like not use the hash map, then what you can do, you can just comment out this once here. All right, there is something going on with the LeetCode here. All right. So what we can do, instead of doing everything else here, we can just return the sorted of S double equals to sorted of T. Okay, that will work as well. All right. Yes, that works as well. Okay, so either way, the solution is quite simple here. All right. So now what I'll do, I'll just uncomment these ones. And once again, what exactly is the space and the time complexity? So the time complexity, that will be big O of n basically, where n is the total number of characters which we have to traverse through. Okay. All right. And what exactly is the space complexity? The space complexity will be big O of n as well, because we are creating the two hash maps here. All right. I hope that makes sense. So in case if this video is helpful, please like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel as well. Thank you so much for watching, and let's catch up in the next problem.